Just like Joseph, when seduced by Potiphar's wife, he refused to compromise his faith. He refused to compromise his standards. And when he was thrown in prison, yes, it seemed as though he was forgotten. It seemed as though life had lost complete meaning. But even in prison, Joseph still lived for impact. We are told that when Joseph was in prison, he impacted the lives of other prisoners to an extent that the keepers of the prison put him in charge of his fellow prisoners. He was put in charge of the king's baker and the king's butler by the officer in charge. Even when the world might have seemed to make no sense for Joseph, even when Joseph might have thought that that was the end for him, Joseph still decided, and he still lived for impact. A story is told of an old widowed lady. She never had much money, she never had plenty of food. But if there's one thing she had, it was plenty of compassion. Whenever she had food at home, she always made sure there was food left in case there was any visitor who came to her home. All the madmen, all the needy around knew that whenever they would go to her place, she would always welcome them lovingly and give them food. Sadly, she fell sick. And when one time she was asked, if you had a chance to meet God today, and you'd only have one request that you would ask him to give you, and he would answer it, what would that be? Of course, people expected her to say, maybe I would ask for money, or I would ask for good health so that I would still help the needy, or maybe a renewal of strength. But that wasn't her request. Her request was, she asked that God would save all her children. Even in her dying hours, she spent those precious hours in the hospital telling every single doctor that worked upon her about Jesus' love and how he would soon return.